What movie ending is horribly depressing? Stand By Me. Listening to narrator talk about how friends fade into obscurity and only memories remain becomes more relatable every time I watch it. The Fox and the Hound. No Country for Old Men. Nobody wins, except maybe Anton. Shay 7N. The ending of American History X hit me pretty hard the first time. Pay It Forward is a movie where Haley Joel Osment in his child acting phase is a miraculously nice and empathic child. He decides to do anything he can to improve the lives of 3 people: his alcoholic single mother, his teacher who has severe burn scars, and a homeless man. He helps his mom give up drinking and he helps his teacher find love by hooking up with the kids' mom. The homeless man gets cash. Like all the money that an 11-year-old can put his hands on. The rule is that each person he helps needs to help 3 more people in turn. You know. Paying the kindness forward. The kindnesses multiply and the community starts to notice this kid. Things are really starting to improve and there's a really hopeful future. Anyway. Greater than. The kid stands up to a bully and gets stabbed to death. Less than the end. Edit. I was wrong about which person did it. The mist. I think it's why they made an alternate ending. My girl. His glasses. He can't see without his glasses. Cold Mountain. If you skip the last 5 minutes, the ending is pretty awesome. Memento is a singular movie to me where I thought it was brilliant, and I never want to watch it ever again. The original Mad Max. Society is still fucked. Max has lost his wife and son. The last couple of shots are him just driving off with that 1,000-yard stare into the lawless outback. It's very understated. But it lets you know that he's not at all sated by having taken out Toe Cutter and his gang, and he becomes the shell of a man, as described in the introduction of the sequel. Dancer in the Dark. The Land Before Time. That's a tragedy for those poor Dino kids. Heck. That movie even reminds me of my dead pets. To top it off, the melancholic tone of If We Hold On Together, by Diana Ross as its main theme. It gets me every time. The original ending to Clerks. Dante spends his day fucking up everything in his life. And by the end of the night, he seems to realize that he needs to make an attempt to unfuck everything. After Randall leaves, where the movie normally ends, a thief comes in the store and shoots Dante. $1 Million Baby. Bridge to Terabithia. I saw that movie as a kid and rewatched it last year, and again I cried like a bitch. Atonement. The Road. Remember Me. Requiem for a Dream. We Need to Talk About Kevin. Brazil. Old Yeller. Sad Ending for a Good Dog. The Green Mile. Curious Case of Benjamin Button made me feel like shit. Montage of all the people he lost in his life. Her crying and spending time with a child and baby with dementia. IDK. I think I was supposed to feel good, but I felt depressed and rugged when the credits rolled. Hands Down It's Grave of the Fireflies. Revolutionary Road. Blue Valentine. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Sad Face. End of Evangelion. All these traumatized and depressed kids are trying to prevent the apocalypse. And then it just happens anyway. The movie is fucking incredible. But super depressing in an existential way. SLC Punk Poor Bob. I shed a tear every time. Manchester by the Sea. Pan's Labyrinth. Precious. Great acting. Compelling story. This is one of those movies I will only ever watch once because I can't go through that movie again. Dear Zachary. Documentary. Arlington Road. seeking a friend for the end of the world. Skeleton Key. Spoiler alert. The main character, a hot young blonde, gets her body swapped with an elderly woman and she basically becomes completely disabled in that old body as a result of the process. Turns out the couple use voodoo to systematically steal bodies whenever the current ones get old and leave the home to the new bodies, etc. They spend the movie tricking the girl to believe in voodoo so that the swap will work. The old dude the main character had been trying to understand and help the whole movie was actually another dude she had been talking to who had his body swapped, and thus was why he was also so severely disabled. The two people, now trapped in old bodies and unable to basically move or talk, are being carted off to die in some home as the body swappers look on and enjoy their victory together in front of the new house. Lovely Bones. The alternate ending to Clark's, where Dante gets robbed, shot and killed. The end credits roll with cash register sounds, which is inexplicably sad and creepy. There is a short film called The Snowman. It has no dialogue and is a cartoon. I guess it's a Christmas movie. But not really. The ending absolutely crushes me every time. No spoilers. The first time I saw it was in grade school, and I remember trying to hide my face in my hands while I bawled my eyes out. Same effect now, and I'm 38. Also, the song Walking in the Air is from that film. And it's a hauntingly beautiful song.